Yo, what's up out there, y'all? How you feeling? How you feeling today? How you doing? Sending you lots of love and positivity, sending you lots of good vibes, sending you upliftedness. Yes, so much to be grateful for, you know what I'm saying? So much to give thanks for the breath of life, you know, the gifts of Mother Earth, you know, what she's offered us, you know, many blessings, the trees, the soil, the grasses, the ocean, yeah, the fruit, the delicious fruit, all the plants and the animals, and the vegetables, and the minerals. Yes, so many blessings. It's what sustains us, y'all. It's what makes all this possible, all the human tripping we do, all the things we say, all the ways we play, you know what I'm saying? Mother Earth makes that possible, y'all. So give thanks. Yes, I'm sending out a big hug. I'm sending out a big hug to all y'all, man. I know the world needs it, you know, needs that love, needs that good vibration. Yes, I'm sending it out to all y'all for sure. You know, if anybody, yeah, feel it. Feel it in your bones, feel it in your soul, feel it in your heart. Yeah, that most miraculous organ, our heart. Yeah, the love vibration, one love. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So the craziness continues, you know. Doesn't seem to want to let up here these days. You know, nonstop. The business of the virus. Cyrus the virus. Yeah, you know, so like, it's kind of tripping me out a little bit. People talking all the time about it, and still, you know, it's almost 2 years of this insanity. You know, I don't get too much into it in the podcast because, you know, I wanna bring a little different vibe to the table for y'all. You know, I appreciate you listening out there, and you know, that's been my intention here is to try to, you know, not ignore it for sure, but also not let it permeate the vibes when you come on over here to getting stoned, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Well, I'm gonna touch on a couple of things here just for a moment because it's on my mind, you know. So it used to be, you know, when we would get a cold or a flu, you know, we just lay low and, you know, you'd have your chicken soup and, you know, make sure you got your fluids and, you know, wrap up in a blanket and sip on some tea and just let your body do its thing, you know, and let it heal and let it run its course, you know. You know, whenever I went and got tested, you know, there wasn't even such a thing as any kind of test, you know, and, you know, to me, that's just the fact that there's all this testing and just another proof positive that we done lost our minds, you know. The damn test don't even do what it's supposedly say that it does, you know. Yeah, the man who invented it, you know. His name was Kerry Mullis, by the way, so you go look that gentleman up. He'll explain to you why this test is a bunch of bullshit. You know, so I wasn't feeling good, you know, last week, and, you know, it's been years, man, since I had a cold or anything, but, you know, I got under the weather, you know, and, so I just been chilling here now, you know, I just took it easy, man. Let my body do what my body wants to do, you know. The healing process is what those aches and pains are, you know. That's what the healing process is all about, your body's innate intelligence. You know, I didn't go run off and get no test, tell me what such and such I had, because I know it don't mean shit. feeling better now, and that's the way the immune system works. So now whatever this name we give this thing here, I'm immune now. Okay, so that's how this always has worked. Ain't no reason to get ourselves all tied up in knots about this stuff. Now, obviously, your health is predicated upon eating well and exercise and getting sunlight and walking barefoot on the earth and drinking pure food and eating pure foods and all that stuff. So you take good care of yourself when you do get a cold or sick or some kind of thing. Your body's strong and works in such a way as to bring you back to a healthy state, a harmonious state. And I think so many people are in an unhealthy state of body and mind and spirit that when they do get sick, it can turn into something, worse, more challenging, what have you. Plus all this fear that's going on constantly, that's terrible for our immune systems, to be able to do their work well. And all this isolation and, this experimental injection ain't doing but nobody no good, To me, it's just another example of our hubris and our ego thinking we know what's what, and it's just madness. All this is just utter madness, That's not to say people, when sometimes they get sick and become very ill, and sometimes they pass away, and I send enormous amounts of heartfelt peace, and compassion and empathy to anyone who's a loved one has gone through that experience, or what have you. I send out my deepest heartfeltness to anyone who's been suffering in that respect. It's part of life, obviously. How many children starve to death every single day, right? And we never talk about them. And, it seems like all this COVID bullshit, it just dominates everything. And, I got my own views on what that's all about. And I think it's important to be very discerning in our thought processes with all of this. And pay attention. Don't listen to the propaganda. Don't believe the lies. This is, in my view, the greatest crime against humanity that's ever been perpetuated. So stay strong. Take care of yourself. Your health is your responsibility. Don't put it in the hands of nobody else. It's your responsibility. So you got to do the things that keep you strong and keep you healthy. Don't look to be rescued by nobody else. Put your faith in the higher power, and do those things I mentioned a moment ago. Take accountability for your choices and your behaviors. And I look at it, if you want to go out there and get this experimental injection because you think that's going to keep you safe, that's your freedom of choice. I got no stress on nothing like that. My issue is on mandating any of this bullshit. That ain't cool. That ain't cool in any stretch of the form or way of bodily sovereignty and freedom of choice. The state, i.e. the government, the corporate state, they have no say-so on our personal bodily sovereignty, and they don't belong in those areas, and they need to stay the fuck out and don't comply. This is my opinion on that stuff. Don't even. They ain't up to no good, y'all. They never have been. My brothers and sisters in the Native American community, they all know how that shit goes. Trust the government, man. That ain't. Don't put put your faith in them, man. They crooks and criminals and selfish, ego-driven, clowns. Yeah, I'm just on the left and the right too, man. I ain't got no patience for none of it. And I don't believe in none of it either. It's all a bunch of smoke and mirrors. Yeah, you look at the transfer of wealth that's happened in the last 2 years and you tell me this is about your health. Yeah, fuck off. So yeah, here we are. And I want people to stand in their truth, stand in their power. Let's as Chuck D would say, let's fight the powers that be. And again, if the individual's choice is to participate in this grand experiment, then peace be with you. And we all need to honor that. And as long as we keep doing that, then we cool. But as soon as you try to force this and coerce people, take their jobs if they don't comply, and man, this is no good, y'all. This is a dark path we're on, and we best wake up before it's too late, and stand for truth, and stand for love, and stand for freedom. And there's been a lot of suffering, and it's time for it to stop. Long past time for it to stop. Yeah, I just read the other day, this year, here, just this past year, 2021, that the attempted suicides in teenage girls has gone up over 50%. Ain't nobody fucking talking about that on that goddamn television. I got nieces that are that age, man. Come on now. I've seen the changes in them in the last 2 years. I don't play this shit. It ain't right. What these people are doing to the world, it ain't fucking right. It's gotta stop. And these children, man, they're the most affected by it because they don't have any tools to know any better, to manage all this insanity. You put a mask over these kids' faces, and they can't breathe. What the fuck's up with that? That's not okay. It doesn't protect you from shit, by the way, either. So stop with that crying nonsense. Anybody who thinks that you cover up your face is a good thing, man, need to get themselves checked out. Listening to these so-called experts, these so-called authorities, stop. They're out to get you, man. They got no love in their heart for none of this shit. Masks don't do a goddamn thing, so except hide your face, except keep you living in fear. They're like a symbol of your enslavement, so it ain't cool. So you got these teenage girls, man, they don't know, that they can't sort all this shit out. 50% increase in attempted suicides in 2021 in teenage girls. Come on, y'all. That shit ain't right. And it's because of this bullshit scamdemic. You know what the survival rate of this fucking cold is? It's over 99%, man, unless you got some kind of underlying conditions going on. And if you do, then you need to take special care. And look in the mirror too, by the way, because your lifestyle's been creating that. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta own your shit. Yeah, something else I just learned here too, another real telling statistic for y'all to take a little time and sit with. You know what the #1 cause of death now is for the ages of 18 to 45-year-olds here in America? It's fentanyl overdose. Yeah, you don't know what fentanyl is? Go look it up. Got a bunch of people taking this drug that puts you to sleep, numbs your mind, and it's a terrible drug, man. Why do people do that kind of shit, huh? Yeah, because this world is fucking insane. They can't handle it. This shit's gotta stop, man. We all need to come together on this, man. This is an internal trip, man. You can't be blaming the outside world for all these quote unquote problems, man. This is, here's this thing, man. I mean, like, this is, to me, this is all, big picture-wise, this is just what's up, man. We are in this all together. Everything is a mirror. And we ain't reflecting the light very well, man. We tripping bad. And, you know, you imagine this, man. Imagine if these motherfuckers in charge, you know, doing all this crazy shit they're doing. Imagine if what they mandated, instead of covering our faces and isolating ourselves and locking down and this mad, crazy injecting of lab chemicals, you know, what if instead they mandated that we loved one another, you know, that we hugged one another, that we had to move our bodies and dance and sing every day, that we got outside and we put the beautiful sun's rays on our skin and we ate pure fruits and vegetables and, you know, mandated conscientious compassion and empathetic behavior. Yeah, imagine how much different this world would be after 22 months of that. You know, instead of this insane, crazy, just dark, unmindful, selfish, just belligerent cluelessness that's been going on. You think that's all by accident? Come on now. You best clue in if you think that's all, that this is just a virus and, you know, we're doing the best we can. No, we're not. And no, it isn't. You know, wake up, rise up, open your heart, open your mind. There's dark energies and there's evil people. They're always up to no good. You know, come on now, see it for real. Educate yourself. There's a ton of books out there you can go and read. Know your history. This is, I don't know. To me, it's like, again, you know, we're at this crossroads, and we're either gonna move into more fear and control, which is what the powers that be want, or we as a human family are gonna choose to move in a direction of love and trust. That's what this is, man. On a cosmic level, this is what I think's going on right now. You know, so you got to make your call as an individual. Are you going to bow down to the fear and the control and live in that kind of a dystopian hellscape of a world where there's all this like contact tracing and you know, digital currencies and social credit scores and this gnarly technocratic fucking just insanity? I mean, I don't want that lab-grown meat, and you know, you gotta do what Big Brother says, or you can't have your Twinkie. You know, you gotta follow what the massa says you gotta do. You know, because they know better. You know, who wants that kind of a world? I don't. No, not me, man. I'd rather fight them and till my last breath on that shit. I ain't living nothing like that, man. So that's what I see cosmically, like on a cosmic scale, is going on right now. So what are you gonna do, man? What are you gonna do? Are you gonna choose love and trust? Or are you gonna bow down to these crazy motherfuckers and live in fear and control? Because that ain't gonna lead nowhere good. You know, Mother Earth is, you know, she's here. She wants us to be in a life of abundance and health and love and joy, and that's what's available if we collectively move and choose for that. We could put a stop to all this right now. We could change the entire script. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm aiming for. That's what I'm living. You know, that's what I'm choosing to believe. That's what I'm choosing to see. You know, I'm not falling prey to the sickness of separation. I'm living the one love elevation. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. So come and join. Come and join. We'll take care of each other over here, man. You know, we don't judge each other. We don't separate based on or whether you got a jab or not, or whether you believe, whatever. No, we don't do that over here, man. We love one another because it's one human family. One love, one destiny, you know what I'm saying? And we understand our place in the circle of life. We ain't running this show, man. Are you kidding me? Humans, the two-leggeds, we're the youngest ones on this rock, man. The trees have been here for millions of years. The mountains, come on now, the mountains, oh my Lord, how much wisdom in the mountains. Humans, we're the babies of creation. We got the most to learn. Come on now, we're the least aware of all the species. That's the facts right there. All of our big ideas, all of our quote-unquote science. Yeah, remember that tune? She blinded me with science. Yeah, well, there's a whole lot of people blinded by the science right now, and that science is bullshit. So much of what we think we know, it ain't even how it works. You ever heard of the Vedas? Yeah, well, go check those out. That's some human wisdom from way, way, way back. You want to see what those people think about the cosmos? Their whole view and vision of what the cosmos is as different as, we got this centric view here where, everything's revolving around the sun, right? I don't know, man. You might want to look into that, Yeah, the Vedic view seems to have a little different perspective on that one, I mean, viruses, do you ever look into viruses? I would suggest you look into them. Because the facts of the matter is the viruses themselves are dead. They don't have a respiratory system, they don't have a circulatory system, they're dead. Well, if that's the case, then how can they so-called cause disease? If they're not even a living being, if they're not even alive, yeah, you might want to ask yourself some of these questions. Yeah, go check it out. Yeah, there's a lot of information out there if you're willing to go dive in on it. The germ theory, I want to look into that one a little bit, because there's this other thing called the terrain theory. I wonder which one is true. I don't know. Decide for yourself, but look into it. Don't just take everyone's, those experts, those scientists, those doctors, don't take their word for this shit. Don't believe them. You got access to so much information now that you can educate yourself. Why would you take someone else's word for anything? Yeah, exactly. Don't. And especially when someone's pushing some narrative of fear and control, you can rest assured that that person is not to be trusted. And if they have the answers and the solution, yeah, you turn away from that right away, because you know that person's up to no good. 100%, So, Mother Earth designed this, man. We are meant to be well and healthy if we live in accordance and in harmony with the way. And we've clearly gone off track, man. Our food's toxic, our water's toxic, our lives are toxic. Come on, man. We're sicker than we've ever been here in America. We're more unhealthy than we've ever been. Well, why do you think so many people are suffering from this? Come on, man. Wake up. Please. This is like a moment in the human story unlike ever has happened before. And I believe it's asking us to open our hearts, open our minds, and choose love and trust. And we can turn this thing around, man. But if we bow down and live in fear and there's false notions of control, the suffering's only going to get worse. And it's going to get really, really, really fucking bad. So make the choice, y'all. That's what I'm saying here. Make the choice. And I know I don't talk about this on this show very much because, like I said, I just want to, give you a place that you can, recharge from all this insanity that's been going on. But think about the children, for God's sake, man. These kids are suffering so bad because of this crazy shit. And these motherfuckers in charge, they don't fucking care. They don't care. If they cared, they'd be handling this 1,000 times different than they are. Don't trust them. Don't believe them, man. You know, don't. Because if we keep doing that, this shit ain't never gonna end. It's just gonna fucking keep on going and get even crazier and crazier. Read about AI, man. Read about the technocratic singularity, some of what these motherfuckers got planned. Read about the central bank digital currency. You know, educate yourself. Read about how much all they're trying to change the food and shit. You know, educate yourself. It's all there. You can see it. You can learn about it. And ultimately, I'm gonna say it one more time, man. This is a crossroads we're at, y'all. This is a cosmic, metaphysical, spiritual warfare that's going on. And it's up to each and every one of us to choose love and trust as our defining principles, and then live that and be that and know that that's the way, and drop all this fear and control. Don't let it in. It's got no place inside your heart and body and spirit. None. You are God manifested. You are incarnated divinity. You know what I'm saying? Don't doubt that for 1 second. That's what you are. You are a child of all creation, just like the redwood tree, just like the humpback whale, just like the blades of grass in the meadow. That's what you are. And you are eternal and infinite and limitless and beautiful beyond measure and lovable as fuck. So keep on believing in that shit and don't succumb to this. Stop complying. Stop believing in this lie. Rise up, choose love. That's all I'm gonna say, man. I'm done with that shit. All right. I'm gonna read a couple of things here, and then I'll sing a new song, and then we'll boogie on down the road here, man. So I'm gonna read one of my favorite individuals. His name is Leonard Peltier. He's a Lakota. He's been in jail for many since the 70s. He's go read up on him. You know, he's a hero of mine. I think he's unjustly been imprisoned for a crime that he did not commit, and he's maintained an incredible mental and physical and spiritual fortitude throughout his entire life in jail, and just a massive inspiration to me. And I got nothing but love and mad respect for this man. So I'm gonna read from his book called Prison Writings. My Life is My Sundance. And if you're not familiar with this man, I strongly encourage you to go check him out. Read about him. Tap into his essence, man. This brother is a light of love and strength and courage, unparalleled. All right, so let's read a little from this book here. So from the chapter called A Message to Humanity. Our work will be unfinished until not one human being is hungry or battered. Not a single person is forced to die in war. Not one innocent languishes imprisoned, and no one is persecuted for his or her beliefs. Out of death comes life. Out of pain comes hope. This I have learned these long years of loss. Loss, but never despair. I have never lost hope or an absolute belief in the rightness of my cause, which is my people's survival. I don't know how to save the world. I don't have the answers or the answer. I hold no secret knowledge as to how to fix the mistakes of generations past and present. I only know that without compassion and respect for all of Earth's inhabitants, none of us will survive, nor will we deserve to. The future, our mutual future, the future of all the peoples of humanity, must be founded on respect. Let respect be both the catchword and the watchword of the new millennium we are now all entering together. Just as we want others to respect us, so we need to show respect to others. We are in this together, the rich, the poor, the red, the white, the black, the brown, and the yellow. We are all one family of humankind. We share responsibility for our mother, the earth, and for all those who live and breathe upon her. I believe our work will be unfinished until no one human being is hungry or battered, and not a single person is forced to die in war, and not one innocent language is imprisoned, and no one is persecuted for his or her beliefs. I believe in the good in humankind. I believe that the good can prevail, but only with great effort. And that effort is ours, each of ours, yours and mine. We must be prepared for the danger that will surely come our way. Critics will attack us, try to distance us from each other and mock our sincerity. But if we are strong in our beliefs, we can reverse their assaults and grow even stronger in our commitments to Mother Earth, our struggles, and our future generations of children. Never cease in the fight for peace, justice, and equality for all people. Be persistent in all that you do, and don't allow anyone to sway you from your conscience. Sitting Bull said, as individual fingers, we can easily be broken, but together we make a mighty fist. The struggle is ours to win or lose. Yes, indeed, the struggle is ours to win or lose. Yes, Leonard Peltier. That's what I was talking about a minute ago, y'all. Gotta choose love and trust. That's the struggle, man. They're trying to pull us into this fear and control. And we're gonna say no. We're gonna join all of our fingers together in a mighty fist, and we're going to say no. That's what we're gonna do. All right, I'm gonna read a couple poems here by Leonard. You know, he's an artist. He paints. His paintings are beautiful. You know, he's obviously an incredibly talented writer. He's an elder. He's a wise man. He's a treasure. This is a poem called "We Are Not Separate." We are not separate beings, you and I. We are different strands of the same being. You are me and I am you, and we are they and they are us. This is how we're meant to be. Each of us one, each of us all. You reach out across the void of otherness to me, and you touch your own soul. That's some deep shit right there, man. That's as deep as it gets. That's the primordial truth right there. We are one. You know, we get all wrapped up in our egos and all of our bullshit and all of our, know-it-all-ism. And we prance around like peacocks thinking we're some cool shit and what have you. And the truth of the matter is that we're full of shit. All these differences, they're all made up. They're all a bunch of lies. Just confusing us and deluding us. And so we fight and we kill, we have warfare, and all because of a bunch of bullshit we're making up. I mean, really, like, we're the silliest of creatures. I was saying earlier, like, we are the youngest with the most to learn, and we act like we're all that. I don't know what to say. I'm speechless sometimes with the arrogance and the hubris of my species. I'm baffled and blown away. And if we don't get our shit together, man, this is gonna get ugly. Trust me on that one. That's the way karma works. Wake up, y'all. All right, one more here. Forgiveness. Let us forgive the worst amongst us, because the worst is in ourselves. The worst lives in each of us, along with the best. Let us forgive the worst in each of us, and all of us, so that the best in each of us, and all of us, may be free. Forgiveness, yeah. You know, I've been talking some pretty heavy lyrics this time today here in this show, and casting a lot of dispersions at the powers that be, the so-called they. And make no mistake, you know, I see us all as one. So it's the shadow that's coming out of the light here at this moment in human history. And so the they is the us, you know, he is me. I'm not under any delusions that I'm a victim here. That's not how I see any of this. I'm not blaming these people. Their wounds run deep. Otherwise, they would not be behaving in the way they are. So forgiveness is an incredibly powerful tool to forgive ourselves, to forgive others. You know, we know not what we do so many times, and you can rest assured that any time we're choosing fear and control, that we've lost our way. And that's why I say it's about love and trust. You know, that's the way you heal all that kind of stuff. You know, you can't as soon as you see this as a separate thing, then it's already done. And it doesn't, you can't heal, you can't evolve. So, you know, anytime you point a finger, there's three more pointing back at you. You know, that ain't easy to hear, but it's true. So keep that in mind, but don't buy the lie. Don't comply. This is the time, man. This is the moment of standing in your power, believing in your brothers and sisters. I can't remember it exactly, but you know, something about like, you know, the evil can only like perpetuate itself if good people stay out of it, you know, and I completely butchered that, but the point is that this can only continue if we allow it. And there's nothing to be afraid of. There's especially death, you know, that's used as an enormously influential tool in this whole charade. But death isn't meant to be feared. Death is something to be celebrated and honored. And if you can get to a place where you're not afraid of death, then you're untouchable, right? And that it's there for us. You just gotta like kind of work through those uncomfortable feelings and those false narratives that you've been taught about all of it, and embrace the beauty of impermanence, and then you're unstoppable. You will stand and fight for what you believe in, and what you know is right. And I don't know. That's what I want for all of us here, man. I want this craziness to stop. It stops when we stop complying with it, and not a moment before. And that's the work. You gotta love and you gotta trust and let go of the fear, and we're gonna be good. We're gonna be good here. All right. I love all y'all. All right, so I'm gonna do this new song, and it's called Sovereignty. And like I say, man, I hope we don't beat it up too bad here. I hope we'll give you at least a decent rendition of it. And yeah, here we go. Bedtime stories, fairy tales, just another charade. You're awake or you're being played. Don't know what else to say. You're wild or unchained, a master or slave. Who you gonna be? What's your destiny? Will you fight for your sovereignty? They're liars and thieves, soulless creeps. Deception is their game. Evidence is plain. The whole world's gone insane. Alive or a ghost, a hero or a host, the truth you must glean. Things aren't what they seem. It's time we dream another dream. Choose love, not fear. You're the light, my dear. This is a moment of choice. We all must make some noise, so our children have a voice, so our children have a voice, so our children have a voice. Yes, sovereignty, y'all. That's it. That's what it's about. If you ain't gonna stand for that, what the fuck you gonna stand for? If you don't have that, you ain't free. You a slave then, and we can't give that up. Too many generations have fought for that. Too many human beings still suffer under slavery to this day. We can't give up our sovereignty. We can't surrender to the state, to the governments, just out of a fear. No, that ain't gonna happen. Think about the children, man. What kind of world do you want to leave for the children, y'all? What kind of world do you want to leave for the children, y'all? Come on now. Not one of fear and control. That ain't the answer here, man. We want a world of love and beauty and compassion and joy and abundance and truth and honesty and harmony. That's the world we want to create. That's the world we want to leave for the children. Not fear and control, love and trust. Come on now. Let's do this, everybody. Let's do this together with our hearts shining bright, y'all. Yes. Oh, yes. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you. I love you. Until next time, peace.